How does tip pooling affect tipped employee wages? Imagine working hard serving customers and then sharing your tips with colleagues you rarely see. Tip pooling makes that happen, but how does it impact your wages? Let's find out. Tip pooling is when employees collect their tips into one common fund and then share it based on a set formula. It's common in restaurants, bars, and similar service jobs. The goal is to distribute tips fairly among staff who contribute to the customer experience. Tips are always the property of the employees who receive them. Employers cannot take tips or use them as a credit toward wages owed. Tip pooling is legal when only employees participate, not managers or supervisors who have hiring or firing power. Employees in the tip pool usually include waitstaff, bartenders, bussers, and sometimes kitchen staff like dishwashers if they help with service. Employers must pay at least the full minimum wage separately from tips. In some states like California, tips cannot be used to meet minimum wage requirements. Tip pooling redistributes tips among eligible workers, which can help balance earnings between front-of-house staff who get direct tips and back-of-house staff who usually do not. Employers can require tip pooling, but the distribution must be fair and based on clear rules like hours worked or sales percentage. Tips paid by credit or debit card must be shared with employees by the next regular payday. Tip pooling does not reduce the employer's obligation to pay the full minimum wage or higher state or local wages. Managers and supervisors generally cannot receive any portion of the pooled tips, protecting workers from losing earnings to management. Employers need to set clear policies about who participates and how tips are divided. These policies should be transparent to prevent disputes or legal issues. In states like California, rules are stricter, and employers cannot take tips as a credit for wages and must ensure all tipped employees earn at least the minimum wage, regardless of tips. Regularly reviewing tip pooling practices helps ensure compliance with changing laws. Proper management of tip pools can promote fairness among staff without risking legal violations. So, in essence, tip pooling redistributes tips among eligible workers, but it must be done carefully to protect everyone's wages and rights.